Oh god.
I love her body. Especially
This is the official intro of the podcast.
Takes its
Liverpool
toll.
agreed to fee with Sporting Lisbon for defender Thiago Ilori.
And what is that fee?
I have no idea, it's not come up. Just
Oh.
says is expected to undergo a medical. Oh, shortly.
They need some numbers in before Saturday, else they're fucked, to be honest.
Big game on Saturday. And Palace are also in talks with Nicholas Bentner.
I heard that he'd have to stay at Arsenal due to him not being
It's
able to
just
get
come up on
targets.
Sky Sports now that they've reopened talks with them.
Oh, really?
Breaking news.
So they're going to have a front line of Shamak and Bentley. Striking fear into
Didn't
the hearts of
Shamak
the
score
enemy.
though?
Shout out
he
Nisco, yeah,
he
against
scored a
Stoke.
decent goal.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Right.
I made the absolute worst shout of all time the other season when Shamak's on for West Ham. I go, he's going to be quality for them, just you wait and see. Didn't quite work out, but...
Right. So I don't know where you want to start with this. We've got a lot to get through.
Have we?
Oh yeah. Well, we've got.
Do we not get a copy of the agenda before the podcast?
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Not really. I don't know what's going
That's
on
cheating,
really
isn't it?
because I wasn't meant to be in charge of it, and I sort of just fucked off.
I assumed that was kind of your gig.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I don't know.
So what I've got for like screenshots and stuff, I've got every single Premier League team.
Right.
With like just a picture of some players or something, and then I've got like a few transfer like stories with players that we can talk about.
Okay.
You've seen a few of them earlier.
Yeah. So I think we need to explain to the people that are in the chat what the podcast can be based around, because they're obviously assuming it's going to be, or I guess they're assuming it's going to be Football Manager based, aren't they?
Yeah, I put out a video earlier, if you've not seen it. Basically, following up football the last couple of weeks has gone pretty much dead, just due to the fact that I think it took a lot out of everyone doing the marathon. So we thought we'd freshen it up a little bit by bringing in a sort of new, I don't know the word for it, a new outlook on things by doing a podcast a bit more professional.
I mean, you know, the FM streams basically turned into just football chat in the chat anyway, so it's kind of, it's not really getting that far away from what we were doing before. It's just not having FM in the background and 20 people playing FM in a call together. It's kind of the difference, but yeah, like I wanted to do this before, but obviously
Never got around to organising.
yeah, that's the thing. It's one of those things
Ages.
you think, yeah, I'd like to do that, but actually getting around and doing it, it was pain in the ass, but yeah, finally done it.
So yeah.
So what's the plan? You've got some topics set up.
I've got a few things. I put out a tweet earlier asking about topics and questions and stuff, and Rudd got back to me with some good ones, saying about could we explain or go into about Arsene Wenger not signing anyone,
All right.
or Arsenal not signing
Oh, we
anyone.
could be here for hours.
That's
the plan.
this week's show. So
Yeah.
what's for next week then?
And player power as well, about players not turning up or refusing to play for their clubs and stuff like that. About just that, going on about if they've got too much power.
Do we have a time frame of how long you think this is going to be?
Yeah.
Just
'Cause we could be here for quite a
could
while.
be. There's no.
I thought if it would be good to kind of set even just an outline of how long.
Hour and a
we-
half, 2 hours. It's up to you.
See how it goes, shall we?
I think it would take
This
that long,
is-
to be honest.
Basically, I think we should treat this one as
A pilot.
a pirate. Yeah, as a pirate. No, treat it as a pilot, if you want to call it that, and just kind of see how it goes. Then we can kind of, you know, what's the word?
See how it goes.
No, I was thinking of another word.
I'm so bad at this YouTube business. I render a video and I lose it. I've lost my video. Don't know where it's gone.
Maybe you should name them instead of just.
Speaking of
too lazy.
YouTube, has anyone recorded like a really long video and realised the audio has not been
No.
on?
Yeah, many times. I usually just upload it.
Without the audio.
I'm probably the most least professional person here. I uploaded a video like 3 videos ago with like an outro, and the outro was about 10 minutes long of just music. So I had a 20-minute video. There was about 14 minutes of Football Manager, and then it just had an 8-minute outro of music.
I think I've had a 12-minute FIFA video that was like 6.5 minutes. It's a black screen. I forgot to chop up. I'll just imagine people sitting to the end waiting for something to happen for the last 6 minutes.
Cool.
Is anyone actually watching the game tonight?
No, I don't get Sky Sports. Is it on Sky Sports?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I missed the first goal, unfortunately, but apparently it's a pretty decent goal.
I never really watch it.
No.
No?
Reminds you of like the Community Shield too much.
Yeah, I've never really
The
took
way
a
it's
keen
played.
interest in this.
It is a European Community Shield, to be fair. You're right, Billy, Matty, MBM. Oh, yeah, it's on ITV
Oh, is
as
it on
well, Jake.
ITV? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, so it's...
Piss off.
Right, okay, so do you want to start with the Arsenal thing?
Go on, go into details.
So basically, Arsenal came out and said that
Breaking news, Arsenal haven't signed him yet.
Well, they have. That's the thing. This is the whole thing. They've said that they were going to spend money this year. They had players that they were going after, quite a few actually, that would have strengthened them. But they've ended up signing Yaya Sanogo on a free transfer, which I suppose is a good youngster. And also they've re-signed Matthew Flamini.
Did they have to pay for Flamini?
No, it's a free transfer. He got released
It's
by
a free
AC Milan.
transfer. Okay, alright.
But I suppose from an Arsenal fan's point of view, it must be quite frustrating being promised the money that they're going to spend with the transfers they had lined up and not get anyone when you think people like David Villa has gone to Atletico Madrid for £4 million. That is an absolute
I have some
bargain.
numbers for you.
Go on.
It's about 2 years old, so it's from 2006 to 2011. Manchester City have spent 471 million. They've sold 94 million. Tottenham 317, 153. Liverpool 246, 174. Blah blah blah. Arsenal have spent 100 million, and they've sold 135.
Wow.
And they've been consistently top four.
They've
haven't they?
gained consistently 40 to 50 million a year.
But that's another frustrating thing. Oh, good save check.
And they're the only club in the top six, we'll call it now, who are consistently gaining money.
But
Yeah.
do you think, as a fan who goes and pays to watch football each week, quite high price, I imagine too, you turn up, you go and watch a game like, I don't know, Villa Arsenal, you lose 3-1, you think, oh, at least we made some profit last season.
No, not at all.
You probably don't, do you?
But you
shit
know,
result,
they've been
but
making that money now for God knows how long.
I understand the reason.
Surely it's time to go out and spend, because yes, they've been getting top four, but how frustrating must it be knowing that you could get higher than that? As a fan's point of view, you know you could probably get top two. Because Arsenal, a few years ago, they were challenging for the title every year.
I don't think it's the lack of signings, it's the players they let go.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Fabregas is a different scenario because he wanted to go and use a turd. He turned into Bale and started crying. Finally left. Nasri, don't know why the fuck he went. Look where he is now. Trying to think of who else they've got rid of.
Song.
Song.
Song was a
Why?
massive player as well.
Yeah. It's just they've let them go. They've just not brought anyone in and replaced them.
Yeah.
I think that's the most frustrating thing.
Yeah.
I mean, replacing Fabregas basically with Arteta
Yeah.
might be funny. That's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like getting rid of a fucking BMW and getting a Peugeot 106. And I'm not saying like Arteta's a bad player because he's
No,
not.
he's
He's an average Premier League player.
Mhm.
Really quite average.
You think he's a lot older than Fabregas as well?
Yeah, it's not like he's going to develop into someone that could be as good as Fabregas.
No. It must be quite frustrating.
I mean, he's got nice hair.
Yeah,
But apart from that-
goes for him. If
Exactly.
it's good
Yeah.
as Fabregas, he might lose out again there.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't even got the hair on him, has he?
No.
That's got to
Yeah.
be more frustrating.
What
for
has
the
he
fan.
got?
I think I saw a picture where Arteta looks the same he did about 15 years ago.
He doesn't seem
when
to
he was
get
at
any older.
Rangers.
He
He looks like a Lego character, doesn't he?
Yeah, it must be quite frustrating. I mean, the people
It's
that they
also
were
the
linked
players
with-
they signed as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
they spent-
you look at Danielson. Danielson was there, what, 3, 4, 5 years? And how often did he play? Them wages have been
No,
absolutely
I
wasted.
could top that. Do you remember Lassana Diarra?
Yeah.
Oh, what a baller.
Wasn't
I
he there for like 2-3 months? Not even
Yeah.
that.
I think, to be fair to Wenger, though, we're saying he's replaced players with, nowhere near as good as the players he let go. he's been finishing top 4. I know that's not
Yeah.
what they're trying to do at Arsenal, but he's been finishing consistently top 4. He has brought in some good players like Cazorla, Giroud. Who else is the other one I'm thinking of?
He's brought in
Podolski,
unknown players
Podolski.
and they've turned out to
Podolski's,
be
yeah.
good players. Like Koscielny's another player. Never heard of him in my life.
Yeah.
Quality player.
Yeah, it's true.
But then they spend 5.75 million on Squillaci.
I do think one thing they've lacked since the Invincible days is a leader. They've not had that sort of Tony Adams or Patrick Vieira.
In that team, they had probably 8 or 9
Yeah.
players that could be captains of any other team. But I think in the Premier League now, though, you've got so many other clubs with the financial kind of power to compete with Arsenal and United, that it is honestly that much harder to get a hold of a player. Because if you think about it, a player that Arsenal would want in any position could easily be targeted by City, Chelsea, who have got probably more money, even though I know Arsenal are doing well for themselves, they've made a lot of money, that are probably going to be more kind of appealing to those players. So it's difficult. It's not just targeting the players, it's actually getting them to want to sign for you as well.
I think Scott Sinclair's a prime example. I don't think City wanted him,
But he's English.
but they bought him
so
no one could have him, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They clearly done that because he's played twice,
Yeah.
I think.
I know. And he
And
meant
he's
to go
probably
to
gonna
he's gone West Brom now, hasn't
He's gone West Brom. Is it on loan or is it a
he? I
full?
think it's on loan for this season.
Chelsea did exactly the same at the start when they bought like
Victor
Varane,
Moses.
Hen and Crespo. Yeah.
Done it with Victor Moses.
Victor
He'll be on his way
Moses.
out now.
Victor
Now
Moses
Moses.
would go and the striker.
I feel. I was about to say I feel sorry for him. I don't, but I mean, like, what's Demba Ba thinking? I mean, you've got it great at Newcastle. Like, you must know.
But that happens with a lot of players, though.
I know,
it's not always greener on the other side. Although you might get
It's
more
just-
money or whatever, if you're in a team that's giving you service and you're scoring goals, then surely just stay. It's going
Yeah,
well for you. They were finishing top. They were near top 4 when he was there.
yeah.
That was the difference between them now and then. They
Yeah.
don't
See,
really
I
have
can
anyone
understand when
that
a player goes to a club like Chelsea because they're bigger in every
Yeah.
capacity. But Newcastle are massive.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you're going from Fratton Park to St James's Park. St James's Park's massive. The facilities are massive. It's a massive club. I just don't understand
I
why
disagree
you
with
go
the
to
massive
Chelsea.
club bit, but
No, I think they are. Maybe not
I think
in the Premier
clubs
League,
are-
but in every other way.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if a big fan base guarantees you to be a big club, but I get what you're saying. They do have a great fan base. They do have
I would
great
say
facilities.
it's a massive club. It's an average squad.
Yeah. It's one of those clubs who are. What's the word?
It's like it's having a high ceiling. They've
Underachieving.
got so much potential. Like they've
Yeah.
got so much growing. What's the word? They've got so much room to grow. When you look at other clubs, and you think that's as
So
good
much
as it's going to
potential.
get for them. Exactly, potential.
But if you think from a buyer's standpoint, I'd buy Newcastle.
Yeah, you
Any
think-
over
Oh yeah,
any
because
other
of the
club in
potential
world.
there, definitely.
You
Like,
look
look at
at-
Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
They were shite, but they are a massive club. Like,
Exactly, that's
stadium-wise,
exactly the same
facilities,
thing.
The heart of Paris.
That's exactly the same thing. Yeah, I agree with that. I think
It's a
you look
shame
at teams
Mike
like
Ashley's sat there doing fuck all.
you look at
I
teams
honestly
like Stoke.
never understood why Abramovich bought Chelsea.
I read something that was quite interesting to me, but a lot of people find very, very boring, so I won't bring it up.
Go on.
It's about I'm going to bore myself going into it. Honestly, I found it quite interesting. It's just about these super rich owners who have made their money. I'll be generous and say slightly illegally.
Yeah.
And to avoid repercussions from the countries they've originated from, they invest heavily into businesses and clubs that are well known and well loved. So,
So no
their
gonna make
money
money.
that they've made illegally cannot be
Yeah,
kind of
it's something to do with
touched.
Russia and their oil because they're clamping down on it.
Yeah, I think
That's why you see all of them
Abramovich-
buying shares in legitimate companies to. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm sure he exploited plenty of people, and he's
Oh, yeah.
probably not been the best, the nicest boy in the world, to be honest.
There is a
that's-
lot of money in football, even though we're meant to be in this recession. There's what I can't remember what the actual sum was, but there's over 400 million been spent this transfer window.
I think
There's a
yeah.
lot of money.
Yeah, I saw that Sky Sports News the other night,
Yeah.
actually.
I think player values have gone up.
Oh yeah. Well, it's
stupid,
not
yeah.
even really player values now. It's just whatever clubs are prepared to pay for him. It's like Gareth Bale. Oh god, Gareth Bale.
I read something, right? It kind of made sense to me. Like, you remember Ronaldo when they said 80 million?
Yeah.
You understood he was probably one of the top two players in the world, but you thought, fuck me, 80 million. And they said back in the day about Zidane going to Madrid for 60 million. You thought, Christ, that's a lot of money. It's just everything in the world is getting. You go down to the shop, you see a fucking bottle of Dr Pepper for like £1.37, like a small bottle, and then you think, how much was that a few years ago? It's just everything. I know it's different scales and it's on a different.
No, it's in the right way because I was talking about earlier with my friend. Like cigarettes, when I used to smoke, roll-ups £2.80. They're now £4.40. Train tickets. At least £1 to £2 extra in like 4 years.
Another prime example of this is Freddo's. They used to be
Please,
10p.
bars as well.
They used to be 10p, now they're like 20p. What a rip-off.
Fudge bars say 15p and they sell them for 20p.
All right, Rad's saying Zidane for 60 million was the right price, but look at the other transfers going around
at that time.
And how
it was all 25 tops 30.
Yeah, if you saw a £30 million transfer at that time, that was like
it was like the Ronaldo transfer.
Yeah.
But looking back now, 60 million.
Yeah.
For Zidane.
Yeah, but Zidane. I think Zidane's worse than Ronaldo in that way because Zidane was like 27.
Was he really that old?
I think he was like 26, 27.
We're just not that old.
How much?
Like Ronaldo was like 23, 24.
Yeah, he's still.
But you remember Buffon going to Juve for like 32 million?
Yeah, he was like.
Yeah, and he was like 28.
That was insane. I remember hearing about that, and I couldn't believe it. But yeah, it's just it's the way things go. It's just inflation. It hits football on a bigger scale because there's so much more money involved. So everything's.
That's another thing. Someone just brought it up there. Paying 20 million for Henderson was a lot of money. Considering I don't even think he was an outstanding player at Sunderland.
That's the British player though for you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, premium.
It's like Downing as well. But Downing at Villa was a very good player.
He wasn't very good.
He was.
He was consistently decent.
Yeah, they had him and Ashley Young on the wings. They were very good.
Ashley Young was very good. Downing.
Yeah, but you can see why they pay so much for English players because we don't have a lot of good English players.
There's a few coming
through
Rooney's
an example. I don't want to get into this. It really annoys me.
What?
We have like a selection, like a handful, and then you look at Germany.
Oh yeah, compared to other clubs,
in the
nations.
Swimming pool full.
Yeah, and compared to other nations, our youth system's terrible, but we do have a few good players coming through.
I don't even think the youth system's terrible. It's the fact that talent just gets overlooked because you can just. Yeah. Every club has got millions and millions to spend in the top leagues.
And the league we play in.
Yeah, and you see.
So if Tom's an example. Say you're 16 years old and you have the potential to be a Messi, we would not see you in the Premier League for another 4 years. You'd go to League One, work your way up, Championship. You might like a bit like John Doe Shelby, even though he's shit. But you'd pop up to like a promoted team in the Premier League. You play well, then you go to your parent club, and then we'd see you.
But
that's like 4 or 5 years too late. Players in Germany. Look at Chelsea's a prime example. Kevin De Bruyne. It's like, how old is he? 20, 21?
He's 20. I think he's 20. I could be wrong. 21.
He went on loan to I think it was Werder Bremen.
Yeah.
Came back, bang, he's in the first team.
I remember seeing him
again. Scary how good Belgium are.
Belgium's team is very good. They've got very good individuals, but doing it as a team seems to be quite hard for them.
I'd put odds on to win the World Cup.
Oh yeah, because
I'll take that bet.
Yeah, individually they're quality. If they can get working as a team, they'd be incredible. The players they've got coming through.
I'll tell you what though, I'll take the world's most entertaining league week in, week out over a successful national team. That's just me, though.
Yeah.
I know what I'd rather see. But that being said, I'm not against England as a national team. It's just we haven't got it that bad, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No.
Topic.
Well, we've already mentioned it.
I drifted away from Arsenal.
Yeah, I know. Do you want to go on to like Gareth Bale and stuff?
Yes.
So where is it? Gareth Bale. There it is. So I don't know what the rumoured price is now that he's meant to be going for. Last I checked,
it's going to be like between 70 and 100.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. Considering, like we said, that Ronaldo went for 80 million.
Do you know what that reminds me of?
What?
That reminds me of like the Social Blade estimated earnings.
Yeah.
This guy makes between £2 and 150 grand a year.
It's always wrong. But like we said, considering that Ronaldo went for 80 million a few years ago, and Gareth Bale, really, he had one very good season. And apart from that, he wasn't fantastic because a few years ago he was being linked with Birmingham for £3 million.
Nothing wrong with Birmingham, mate.
No, I'm not saying there is, but when you think a few years ago that that's who he was being linked with, and now we've got Real Madrid in for him for nearly 100 million, it is ridiculous. how quickly things have changed. And it is well overpriced.
I think that's more credit to Gareth Bale though. How well he's come, how far he's come in because his first 3 years at Tottenham he was dog shite.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's not the players' fault that they're going for this sort of money.
Oh no,
it's
I think the difference
clubs
between
that need
like
to pay it.
Madrid has such like, oh man, when they buy a player they will market the fuck out of him. I think that's why he's worth so much because they'll get that back. Look at Ronaldo; he's a fucking superstar.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like,
I think Madrid are the biggest club in the world, and they always have been.
You've got to think the money is relevant to each club. Put it this way, 86 million to Real Madrid, in my eyes, is 20 million to Stoke. It's all relative to the club and their financial situation. Real Madrid fund a lot of their players through bank loans that they can pay back various ways through various different outlets, and they obviously receive money for player rights, TV rights, selling shirts and all this. The 86 million, it sounds like a lot, and it obviously is a lot. But to them, it's money, like Chris said, that they'll get back.
And a lot of the times, like when it was the Galactico era, that was all that. I can't remember the guy's name, but most of the transfer money was from that one guy. It wasn't the club. That's what most of it is. When the president comes in, they pump their own money into it.
Yeah.
That's why it's so different, because he'll get that back, or he's probably got about 10 backers behind him. So it's more of like a business acquisition than a player. Because he'll be the face of Madrid. Ronaldo will go down a tiny bit.
And I don't think Ronaldo will like that. Because Ronaldo seems like one of them players that wants to be just at the front of everything.
But like it happened with like the Galacticos. It was Zidane, then it was Figo, then Beckham was the face, and then...
I think Ronaldo would make Bale look completely not completely average, that's probably a bit too far, but he'd make him look... It would make the transfer price seem
he wouldn't shine as he does at Spurs.
He wouldn't.
So I've not seen any of him yet, but Neymar apparently has not had the best of starts at Barcelona.
I watched the Atletico game the other night. Was it last night or the night before? And I don't like Neymar out wide. I really like him central. I think he gets involved more with the game. He links up with players better. I think when he's out wide, like he was last night, he was trying so hard, and he. I don't know what the problem was, but he was slipping over a lot. He didn't look that great, to be honest. But Messi, again, didn't look great either, to be honest. He was getting really frustrated, lashing out at Felipe Luis. But I think Neymar, I'm one of the few people, it seems, that actually rates him as highly as what the media does, to be honest. I think he's an amazing player.
I think he's got...
I hate him.
Yeah, he's arrogant.
You can clearly see he has the talent.
Yeah. I watched him in the Confederations Cup quite closely because I was trying to look to
sign him?
No, to see what all the hype was about. And in the Confederations Cup, he was very good, but I don't know if that was just because he was on home soil or...
I remember he absolutely roasted Gerard Piqué in one of those games. It was in the final, actually.
They battered Spain, though, didn't they?
Bullied him.
I never rated him when he was in Brazil, because Brazil's...
I'll never rate anyone that's in Brazil until they come to a... Oh, no, that's harsh. But you can't... I won't really judge anyone playing in a league like that, because the defending's terrible. It's all about attacking.
Yeah, and they always focus on that player. So they'll focus on Neymar to exploit him to the world. And him going prolongs that club. It's just a selling league, that's all it is.
Yeah.
And then they return about 20 years later when they're about 5 stone heavier.
Yeah.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Adriano.
He's got loads of
He was a
Brazilian
fat
friends.
bastard, wasn't he? Remember,
He's lost all that weight now, though.
It's like every game he sat on the bench, he seemed to put on about £3, didn't he? Do you remember that, what's it called? What's that little Zidane turn? The little, I hate calling it a roulette. That little spin he did around this Valencia player. He actually nutmegged him. I just remember seeing that. I absolutely jizzed over that when I was younger. I thought he's like the world's best player.
I'll never forget his performance at United.
Adriano?
Oh, no, I'm talking about Ronaldo.
Oh, fuck me, yeah, I'm talking about Adriano.
The only thing I remember about Adriano is Pro Evo.
Yeah.
He was good on that, wasn't he?
Overpowered as shit.
Oh, yeah, but you're talking about the game Madrid had in the Champions League against
where he scored a hat-trick.
Oh, yeah.
Never seen a player do that.
He's
English
different
team.
league.
Apart from Ronaldinho at Chelsea years ago.
Oh, yeah. When he
Like
scored that goal
when
from
you
the
have
edge of
that
the
one
box.
performance, you're like, who the fuck is Ronaldinho?
Yeah.
But
That goal he scored on the edge of the box with the outside of his foot was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
It
Nah, that was with his toe, wasn't it?
Or whatever it
Was
was.
that
It wasn't a natural part of the foot.
It wasn't normal.
Yeah. Just to stand there, like do a few little whatever he did, just dug his foot into the ground a few times and then swerve it around Petr Cech. Just made him
Shit
just
goalkeeper.
look, yeah, it did make him look shit. He just stood there. There's not a lot you could do about it because it was just
The
amazing.
only thing wrong with that goal is that kit, man. That was
The
disgusting.
orange one.
It's like, that was got gold, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, I didn't like that.
It wasn't.
Other than that, good goal though. So
Yeah.
fair play to him. Anyway, Gareth Bale.
So if we look at the players that have come in from the money that Tottenham are meant to get, it's like they're spending this money they've not even got yet. But the
Well,
players
that's
that
a
have come
nice
in,
transition. That was
that was good, wasn't it?
very smooth
That-
transition.
how good was that? That was sick. But the players that have come in, you're looking at Capoue, Chadley, Soldado, Paulinho,
That's
Lamela.
dangerously close to a Boué.
I know 3 of those players.
Which three?
All the C's. Never heard of them in my life.
Really? What, Chadley?
You never heard of Chadley?
Nope.
Oh mate, he's a baller. FC20.
And was it is it I can't.
Chichariches.
That's the one.
Chiriches.
Chiriches.
Wasn't he signed recently?
Today,
Yeah,
I think,
well,
or
today, yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, I read about that. Nope.
And apparently they've still got Christian Eriksen to come in as well.
This is disgusting. I
It
mean,
is.
like they're going to end up playing like Chadley at right back with all these players. Like, how are they going to fit them all
Carl
in one
Walker's
team?
going to be in goal.
It's not even that though. It's their current. They still got like Lewis Holtby.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's what
he's-
scared me.
he's
Did you
gone
see it
out
last
on loan.
night? Last night they
Always-
played, and the team they put out was ridiculous. They're putting out like him, Sigurdsson, Jermaine Defoe. Obviously, is still a very good goal scorer, but he's not
They've
going to
got
get in ahead of
Sigurdsson, yeah.
Soldado. Who else was there? There was like
Sandro. They still got
Sandro was there.
I mean,
Kabul came
what?
back.
I'm gonna have a look at this squad.
What's Sandro done to his beard? Did you see that?
Yeah,
last
he was
night?
like he was like ginger.
It's disgusting.
Have a look at the team from last night because it was quite scary their squad depth.
They got Dembele.
Yeah.
Oh, Dembele. I love Dembele.
Mhm.
They had to get rid of Dempsey though. He went to Seattle, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
player that impressed me last night. Actually, I know it was
Like one of
against a
their
shit
one of
team,
their
Tom
best players
Carroll.
this season. I know it's only been that is Townsend, and he's not even a big name.
And someone did say on, I can't remember what pundit it was, but saying that almost that he's sort of stepped up into the Gareth Bale role.
He said he wanted to be the next guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a
And-
funny picture for you.
And so far, like judging on early performances, he seems to have done it. But obviously, it's a long season.
I favoured this on Twitter. It's when Clint Dempsey signed for Seattle, and the caption was something like, "Not everyone's happy about Clint signing."
What baffles me about Spurs is they still have Gomez,
I know, and Brad Friedel as
And-
well.
Asu Akoto, and Aaron Lennon, and Brad Friedel. He's still alive.
Brad Friedel.
Brad
Hellboy.
Friedel, yeah. But yeah, Tottenham's depth is quite scary at the minute.
That's a squad. That's what Liverpool do not have.
Talking to Liverpool. Oh no, we've got a sound topic, haven't we?
You can go on to Liverpool if you want. I've got a
You've
thing
got
for
it all
them.
set up.
Actually, we'll go on to Liverpool, and then we'll go on to one of the players as well that we need to talk about.
Go on then.
So Liverpool, boom.
Well, they've been
No,
linked
that's
with
Arsenal.
Sacco and what's the guy's name? Alori.
Yeah, he's meant to be having a medical over the next couple of days. So
They need him desperately. I mean, I watched the Notts County game, and as entertaining as it wasn't exactly inspiring going into a game against Manchester United. That being
what
said,
sort of team did they have out?
he put out a really strong team.
Yeah.
Really strong team. Like Gerrard, he had Gerrard Allen midfield, he had Sturridge, Luis Alberto, he had eBay or eBay or
Yeah, I know. what you
Ebe,
mean,
Um,
yeah. Ebe.
who kind of looks, on the face of it, as like another Alex
Sterling?
Oxlade-Chamberlain. To be honest,
Thought
he's
he was
quite
gonna
a
say
bulky lad. Like
Sterling.
he's built, you know what I mean? But he looked good with his feet. I mean, I don't know. The first half they played really well. I was kind of thinking, don't get too happy with this performance because at the end of the day, it's Notts County. It's nothing special here. But second half they just switched off.
They
I
did
mean,
that against us a few years ago.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
started really brightly. I think it's Jovanovic, was it? Who played for you?
Ivanovic.
He
Yeah,
scored
Milan.
quite early
He had
on.
about a 4-game wonder, and that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
not even
scored
that, I
against us
think.
quite early on, and then
Yeah,
they
not
didn't
even
really do a lot after that. And they put out a good side that night. I had like Aga, who else there? Like Lucas Leiva
yeah.
played that night. A few youngsters that like are coming through sort of now, like Wilson, Kelly. It was a good team. It was like Kyriakos
Yeah.
as well. They were like they added it up. There was £74 million worth of international players that night playing against us, and we hadn't spent a penny. It was ridiculous to see. It's quite scary that people like teams. I know that wasn't even a very good like squad, but that teams in the Premier League can put out players like that against weaker
It's got to be
opposition.
embarrassing, you know.
Yeah.
If you've signed for 20 million, you're playing against Northampton, you're getting absolutely
To be fair,
shattered.
Okay,
those
but-
transfers are probably worth more than Northampton.
No, yeah, they are without
That's
a doubt.
the
We're
scary thing.
probably not even worth £10 million.
And Chris means like as a town. He
Yeah,
doesn't mean a
yeah.
club.
No, as a town,
As a
we're out of a
place.
big town.
As a shire.
Less of this.
But yeah, they need those centre backs because Toure picked up an injury. I think it's a groin injury.
I think he's alright. They said today. Though Rogers said that he should be alright for Saturday.
Oh, really?
I think
Oh,
Joe
that's
Allen's out.
Joe Allen picked up a knock.
Or is doubtful, and Sissoko is out. He's on crutches at the minute.
Yeah, he did like an ankle or something.
Mhm.
That's a shame to see. I mean, I thought he was a bit past it anyway, Sissoko. I mean, back in the day, when he was at it was Leon, not PSG. Back in the day at Leon, playing regular Champions League football, I thought he was a really good fullback, but I think he's a bit past it. Hopefully, I'll trust.
He's only
what-
25, but yeah.
He looked right against Villa. He come on
Yeah.
against
He
Villa.
hasn't
And
really
he had a
done
very
that
good motor on him. Just like to bomb.
I think he hasn't got the pace he once had.
Maybe give him a chance.
Hmm.
He's
I
still
honestly
quite
didn't
early.
realise he was 25. I thought he was about 28.
He's been around a while.
Mhm.
It's because he went to Valencia, and Valencia are awful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They rely on one man, and they haven't got that one man anymore.
Roberto.
It's the Roberto Soldado.
Oh yeah, that's a good signing for Tottenham.
Fantastic signing.
Incredible.
I still can't believe that David Villa went to Atletico.
£4
Actually,
million.
it's disgusting.
That is an absolute bargain. Going back to Arsenal, I still can't believe they didn't go in for him. So they were linked with him as well.
See, that's what baffles me.
What?
They're like on the fringes of going for these players, or they're in talks, and then they end up at like fucking Barnet Town.
You just
It's
compared
like
Barnet Town to
Atletico,
Atletico
yeah.
Madrid.
No, but that's what happens. Like Villa
Yeah.
and Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Arsenal could have given him 500,000 a week or whatever.
And £1.
Absolutely rate the shit out of the guy, get him here for a year, but they don't.
No.
Let's go and sign a 12-year-old. Or fucking,
That's
I've
not
been
thing
playing
they
Football
like,
Manager. I'm gonna go and buy Yaya Sonogo.
They should have realised you shit after the new update anyway. So
After the
Thank
LFC
God he
Marshall
hasn't played that update yet.
that's true.
I'm sure he signs his players through. Football Manager.
£2.4 million.
Or even
is what
worse,
he
he
went
probably
for.
plays FIFA.
FIFA manager.
Yeah.
I should be shot. Then.
£2.4 million is absolutely nothing. It's literally change to a club like Arsenal.
That's a lot of money for a player that will never make it.
Yeah, yeah.
Wenger's like, right, got my sign in for the season.
I feel like Higuain's another one as well.
Wait to see how that pans out in 4
What
years'
about
time
his
when he finally
wages?
reaches.
They can afford
Yeah.
his wages.
Oh, Barini pisses me off. I don't like Barini.
I mean, Barini's a sack of shit.
He's a shack of shit.
Mm.
He's one of those players who didn't make it, and he'll probably go on loan for about 5 years now.
Only because the teams can't agree like a full transfer. 'cause
Yeah,
they're not
I
too
think,
sure
yeah.
about him. Like
He'll
Sunderland.
forever be a Liverpool player, but never play again.
Yeah. They offer him out to like Sunderland for 3 million. They're like, we're not sure on this one.
Yeah, as we're on Liverpool, we might as well bring up Suarez
Bastard.
while we're here. Ooh. Luis Suarez, there we go. So, Luis Suarez had a bit of a controversial summer where he sort of came out and said that he wanted to
fill
leave.
me in, because I'm getting lost with all this transfer shit.
Well, he said
You
he
two know more about me.
I doubt I know very much with Tom that knows.
So I know
most
that
about
he...
it.
Did
He said he
want
wanted to leave,
or was
and
it- okay.
yeah, he kept
Yeah, he wanted to
coming out
leave.
and say he wanted to
I'll
leave.
tell you what, how it started,
Go
right?
on,
He
go
wanted
on.
to leave because of the negative media attention he was getting in England, all of which was due to himself and his
Yeah.
actions. And then changed his mind and said, I want to move to Chelsea to Arsenal, sorry, to win silverware, which seems like a bit of a silly reason to go to Arsenal. Yeah, and then it kind of stalled when Liverpool flat out said, you're not going, we're not accepting any offers for him, blah, blah, blah. There was like rumours of I think there was a clause in his contract that said if a certain fee was met that they'd have to allow him to talk to another club. But that was kind of dismissed when Arsenal supposedly bid £40 million and £1 to activate the clause, and then embarrassingly found out that there wasn't any such clause, or There was a lot of confusion over that.
That just
basically.
sums up Wenger.
And that was another
Yeah.
thing, wasn't it? Because Suarez seemed to think that there was a clause, but in actual fact, Liverpool had said that it wasn't a clause. It was just an
Yeah.
agreement that they had in like person. They said
Yeah.
that they'd let him know. They didn't have to accept it.
Yeah,
And then which sparked him obviously being pissed off again. And he came out again and like slated the club, saying that they'd been unfaithful to him, etc. Which the club didn't take too lightly to. And then he went back and they wanted an apology from him, which he didn't give for a while, so they made him train on his own, which is, silly.
Jake's opinion on it. Yeah.
I wasn't aware football was so childish.
Yeah.
Always.
You're not going to apologise. You can show on your own then, mate.
Well, he wouldn't get changed. He was standing in the corner crying. He was pissing himself. It was all very immature.
And then he did apologise, and then he's back training with the first team now, and nothing's been really said since.
Funny thing is, since he's been gone, Daniel Sturridge has turned it into
no.
like an absolute demon of a striker.
But he ended the season very well, Daniel Sturridge.
He did, yeah, but Suarez wasn't playing then either.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
So,
Do
he's
they
so
need him?
selfish.
But
Sturridge.
Not now.
Who's Sturridge?
No, not now.
Or Suarez.
No, Sturridge.
Okay.
Yes,
Very
Sturridge.
good player, but he was so selfish
Yeah.
last season.
He still is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
he's-
don't, but the thing is,
Still got that
he's
bit of
selfish, but he's actually scoring a bit now, so you kind of let him off.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing is, as a striker, I think if he's going by that old thing, if you don't shoot, you don't score. If
He pushes that to the
Yeah.
limit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he took that to a whole new level.
I mean,
I can have 12 shots, but I still can't score. But I'm
Yeah.
a striker, I'm allowed to.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
He
I
is.
get
he's
what
got,
you're
like,
saying.
He's
but,
got tunnel vision, but if he's scoring, you let him off. That's the kind of way it goes with Sturridge.
Mhm.
Could be one of the
Um,
most infuriating players in the world, but if he's scoring, then he's a lad. So
I do think credit to Liverpool though for sticking by what they said they wouldn't sell him, especially
Yeah.
to Arsenal, because Arsenal are a team they're trying to catch up with to get into the Champions League. So it wouldn't
as
make
depressing
sense.
as that sounds.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but that's how it is. And if they sold him to Arsenal, that's strengthening a rival which you're trying to catch up with, which doesn't make sense at all.
It was the first opportunity for like the Liverpool owners to kind of come out and show what they're all about and show that their talk was, they were going to stand by what they were saying, because I don't think there's any question if the previous owners got an offer like that, it'd be gone.
Yeah, it'd be long gone. Yeah. But yeah, fair play to him.
Don't like Suarez at all.
No.
Nope.
Nah, not. He's a fucking wanker. I really don't like. If he went for 40 million, I'd say that's a great piece of business. As long as he's gone to Real Madrid, a team we're never going to meet because they're in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with this. I know it's like everyone pretty much would agree with this. I'm sure in the chat here, you don't sell players to your fucking rivals. Look at Arsenal send Van Persie to
Man United.
United.
Yeah.
I know you could say they're not direct rivals because they weren't.
Yeah, but he was in his prime.
Yeah.
That
It's
was
disgusting.
the most retarded thing I've been. Oh, I don't want to say.
If I was an Arsenal fan, I don't know. That would be infuriating.
It is frustrating. Because they've not really signed anyone to replace him again.
Someone said in the chat he'd rather go 8 million for Alderweireld or over 20 million for Sacco, but I thought he wasn't interested in a move to Liverpool. Alderweireld, I think he was going to. He was linked with Atletico, weren't he?
Another player's going to Atletico. There's been some very good signings around Europe this year. Dortmund have strengthened well.
Have they?
Yeah.
Who
Who
they
did they
got?
bring? They brought in Aubameyang. Who else did they bring in? They brought in
Thought he was
someone.
dog shit.
Nah, apparently he's done quite well. They brought in a few more players. that
Yeah?
I heard names. I can't remember the names.
Gertz did go, didn't he? I didn't
Yeah, he
just
did go,
imagine
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he playing tonight?
Not
Or
seen
is he
him.
injured?
I'm not
That was
sure.
one of those transfers that I didn't think was real.
Yeah.
I hear transfer rumours and I think, yeah, it's like one of those FM transfers where someone's just cheated on the game.
Yeah. Or it's just like so much bullshit, and then you find out shit, it was actually real.
Yeah.
Like Willian didn't think it was real,
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me
but apparently they
started.
signed him.
He played
Wow.
everyone, didn't he? I'll
Fuck
go
me.
Liverpool. Oh no, I'll go Tottenham. Actually,
I have a
Chelsea.
dream. I want to play for Liverpool Football Club.
Oh yeah, that.
shit, I want to go to
that,
Tottenham.
That Aubameyang got a hat trick on his debut.
Well, for Dortmund.
Yeah.
Did
in the
he?
league,
I
yeah.
just assumed he was crap because everyone just abused him on FIFA because he was quick. Baumian, I'm going to
I
look
thought he was like that guy from Parma. I can't remember what his name was.
Palmer.
Pacey guy, French, bald.
To be here for a long time. I know. Oh,
Starts with B, I think.
Gomes.
Bolt.
Nope.
I know his first name's Bativ, whatever it is.
Batter for many. No,
Yeah.
he plays for Leon, doesn't he?
They signed that Mkhitaryan, is
Biambi.
it?
Look at that.
Ah,
Rod
Biani.
Stewart.
Biani. Absolute dog shit, but it was like
quick.
98 pace.
Mhm.
He's
Just
a
remind
winger,
me of
isn't he?
that.
Is he a win?
Someone comes Belford.
I think it's fair to say our European football knowledge is not right up there with the.
Well, even the Premier League knowledge isn't brilliant.
I mean, football knowledge in general, to
Yeah.
be honest, is pretty average.
That's
But
It's a low point. But yeah, another player that has, well, in the last week or so, or it's pretty much died down now. I think it would probably go down to deadline day. Is Johan Cabaye. Arsenal put a bid in for him of around, I think, £10 million, which got flat out rejected because I think that is a bit cheap. I don't think they'll get much more for him. Maybe 15 to 17 million for him. That got rejected, and then he refused to play for Newcastle, which I think is terrible. I think if you're contracted to a club, you play no matter what, which is one of the things that Rud tweeted in about earlier about player power. I think he personally should have been made to play.
But you got to bring into account agents. They are.
Oh yeah, they are
snakes.
bastards. They are absolute wankers.
Yeah.
But then Gareth
Like,
Bale
they have
didn't
an
turn up
influence
to
on the
training
player.
either this week. What's all that about? I mean, it's ridiculous that he can't even turn up to training.
I don't want him to sign because it'll be so funny.
It would be quite funny.
Sorry, Gareth. You're
Yeah.
I think they should, for a laugh, they should loan him out to Southampton.
Loan him back. If Southampton had a clause.
No, I'd loan him to Madrid for a month. just don't tell him though.
You're going on a
You signed for
You're going on a
Madrid.
nice trip to Rayo Vallecano.
To the seaside.
I'm afraid.
But yeah, that's the story with Cabaye, and that sort of brought us onto the whole player power thing. Not just players as well, but like you said, agents seem to have a
think
big
it's
say in
more
what
agents
happens.
as
Why
well.
a point that we haven't really made? Why the fuck do Arsenal need Cabaye?
I don't know. I think that's the position they probably don't need.
Arsenal,
I mean,
Arsenal shouldn't be going for players like Cabaye though.
Is he that much better than even
He's a good player.
Arteta? Or yeah, he's a good
Wilshere.
player. But I mean, like Ramsey's had a cracking game the other night.
Oh yeah, he's had a good last few games. He starts the
Ramsey
season.
worries me. The same as Wilshere.
Why's
They're
that?
such good players, but I just guarantee one of them will get injured this year.
Yeah, Wilshere
Wilshere.
looked like he was going
Wilshere's-
to get injured the other night. So like someone was saying the other day, I can't remember the term for it. I think he's bone-legged, whereas like
Bone-legged.
I can't remember. No, that is a term for it.
Is
I
that
can't
a
remember
real
if that was the actual thing. Like his, I think or was it bone-footed? I can't remember what it is. But his feet like point inwards. So when he runs, he's putting more pressure on his hips and his ankles and his knees, and all his injuries have been from his ankles and his
Disclaimer:
knees.
Jake is not a doctor.
No, I'm not. But
Do you not mean bow-legged?
that's the one. That is the one.
Means there is a curvature in the legs.
Yes,
That makes them bow
yes,
out
yes,
and
yes,
almost
yes,
just-
yes.
Google is your friend.
Yeah.
If someone stands up straight, their legs don't touch. So, so he's slightly retarded.
Well, no.
He is borderline
but, like,
retarded by the sounds of it. Yeah.
because it's quite common in footballers. You see it quite often where they walk. They're.
Hey?
Have you never seen
I bet.
like footballers like walking? And quite a few of them. I don't know if it's just me because
To be fair, every time I see Wilshere walk, he does the little pikey
Yeah.
bob.
Mhm.
I just think,
If you do,
Pikey
well done,
Bob.
Jake. I think we're all bone-legged.
nice one. But yeah, that's one of the reasons that he seems to get injured quite a lot. He puts pressure on his ankles and knees and shit.
Just a question. While I think of Jack Wilshere, it's going on to another English player. Does anyone actually rate Tom Cleverley that isn't a United fan?
I don't rate him, and I'm a United fan.
That
Yeah.
even strengthens my point.
Since,
even
wait,
more.
whoa.
don't
Since when are you
understand
a
how
United
he's there.
fan?
Huh?
When were you a United fan?
I've always been a United fan.
Have
Oh,
ya?
I've been a Ferguson fan.
Oh, okay. Okay. No,
So I
I
watched
never knew.
United for years. So
Okay.
no, I don't rate him.
No, I've not ever really been a.
I don't understand what he offers. You can't finish. You might be able to do a cheeky little pass, but that's about it.
You'd expect that from a Premier League midfielder, wouldn't you?
But like, no, but like if you compare him to Carrick,
I
Yeah.
fucking love Carrick. I
Yeah.
think he's a brilliant player, Carrick.
yes.
Swap him for Joe Allen if you want.
They're quite
Actually,
similar though, because they do.
I quite like Joe Allen.
Yeah, I
I've,
like Joe Allen. He keeps possession very well. know
I
he just goes
really
like
didn't
sides.
like him at first, but I've grown to like
I
respect
think
what he does.
people who say like Joe Allen shit he doesn't offer nothing are just fucking stupid.
Like the bat, he,
So
he
you
offers
need
so
that
much
type
balance
of player
in
who
midfield,
just
yeah.
keep everything ticking. Doesn't
I
do anything
agree.
special.
Yeah.
Just keeps it ticking.
He knows his role,
Kind of what Carrick does. Yeah.
and he does it well. New topic.
Yes.
What else have we got? We've got.
You tell me, Jake.
Just looking now at my screen regions. I've got them all labelled.
I think we've established they're called scenes.
Yeah, that's the one. So.
I
got-
wanted to just get that picture of Kawhi off the screen if I'm scary.
One thing that I did want to bring up is a team that I'm quite looking forward to seeing this year that have started the season quite well, and that's Aston Villa. I think going forward they've got some very good players.
Can I ask a random question before we go on?
Go on,
Go
go
on.
on.
How does Johan Kabai's hair stay up when he headers the ball?
He's probably got.
I was just looking at that picture
lots
for a
of
good 10
hairspray.
minutes.
Nah,
Fascinated
that's get,
His
get,
hair
some,
is
get some hairspray. That
Yeah,
extremely well sculpted.
Obviously sponsored by VO5 as well.
Anyway.
But yeah, Aston Villa I think made a very bright start to the season, considering the games that they've had to play in the first 3 games with their Chelsea away, which they're unlucky not to get a point from, I think.
You know Ron Vlaar?
Yeah. How old is he?
Just a quick observation. Who remembers a YouTuber called Icelander83?
Yes.
Do you see one of his video logs? His vlogs?
Potentially.
He looks a lot like Vlaar.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
So they played Arsenal away and they got a very good result there. I thought they looked very strong going forward. Chelsea away, and I think they were very unlucky not to get a point. Their performance was good, and Ivanovic shouldn't have been on the pitch to score the winner. And who was the other one they played? Liverpool. At
Got a
home.
roasting. Got an absolute roasting.
Second half they were quite good, but Liverpool did their job. They defended quite well, to be fair to them.
That Sturridge goal was different class.
Yeah, it was quality. Very good footwork.
Yeah.
Um,
Shame about the dance, but
Yeah, I think potentially Villa have got a very good chance of getting mid-table this year after they struggled last year. They seem to, I don't know, they seem to be a bit more alert at the back this year. I don't know what they've changed, if they've just worked over the summer, but
I
especially,
think it's more they've gelled more.
yeah. I
It's
think
pretty much the same side.
going forward, they've got some very good players. You've got Agbonlahor, who he's started the season on fire. He's used his pace in all the games that I've seen so far, which he didn't really last year. He looked quite scared to run at people last year, where this year he doesn't seem to give a shit. They've got Vyman, a good creative player who can also finish. They brought Cornelius, the target man. It's like 6 foot something.
I still was shocked if they finished above 12.
Yeah, I don't think they will, but I think around that sort of position.
Yeah.
And I think this could bring us on to another thing that I've got ticked here, which is Benteke, because he had a bit of a... I don't know, he handed in a transfer request at the end of last year, and then magically withdrew it and signed a 4-year deal.
I don't know how he got in to sign a contract.
I don't know. Whatever
I'll
he
say
did.
this right now, we're going to have to change subject soon, because I'm not liking this Benteke picture.
Has he got a lazy eye?
I don't know.
I'm just looking
yeah,
at the
he
picture.
signed a,
One
he
eye
signed
looking at you, one eye looking for you.
he signed a 4-year deal, which I think he didn't. Like you said, it's ridiculous how he got him to sign it after he wanted to leave.
I don't want to know what he did.
Must
He
be
did
going
something.
on.
He looks like a man that's done very, very bad things.
Yeah.
That eye.
And I think if you take him out of Villa's side, then they're definitely down on goals, because he's going to be their main source of goals. And like it says at the bottom there, only Messi and Ronaldo have scored more goals than him since the turn of 2013. So he's definitely got
Fuck.
goals in him. I know, that was a stat I was quite...
Let's get Demba Ba at Aston Villa, I think.
Maybe, but he seems to have his heart set back and going to Newcastle again, don't he?
Nah, tough shit. Once you've left, you've gone.
No going back.
Do away with players like that. No time for him.
But yeah, I think they've got the potential this year to sort themselves out a bit, because, I don't know, last year they really struggled. I was surprised they ended up staying up, to be honest, because I had a bit of a shocker.
Still beat Liverpool at Anfield, though.
Yeah? When was that? Was that near the end
No,
of the
when they
season?
won those fluorescent kits. No, it was after they took a pounding from Chelsea, I think.
Oh,
And
they
they
got
did Arsenal at home last season as well.
But it's just against the sort of smaller clubs. We haven't
Just
seen
against
them.
every other team.
Yeah, we haven't seen them against a smaller club. They've started really well against these bigger clubs like they normally do, but hopefully there's definitely potential there to have a good season.
Bring Bar back, so it seems not all Newcastle fans are against his return.
Kurt loves him.
Bar.
I mean, they need him though. Cesse's. God knows what's going on there.
They never could play well together though. It was always one or the other scoring the goals.
Oh, you'll take that though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the minute, it's just none of them because obviously Bar's not there. But
What a strike force Benteke, Bar, and Cisse would be. That would be a scary fucking front line, wouldn't it?
it would be, yeah. It would indeed. But yeah, that's
It'd be
all
very
I've got to say.
intimidating.
I'd be intimidated.
I'd be
I am
If he had that
Intimidated.
look on his face all game, I'd be shitting myself. I'd be worried about taking a shower after. the
A
game.
corner's about to come in, Benteke just turns and looks
Should,
at you
should we
like
get him
that.
off the screen? Someone pick a team to talk about.
Just any team, mate. Any team.
You tell me a team. I'll pick two of the topics so far. Promoted teams. Do you want to go for some of them or not?
Not really interested.
Non-league scum.
How much did Swansea sign that Bonnie for? Was that how you say his name? Boney?
Bonnie. I would first call him I don't know.
Bonnie Tyler? Boney?
Bonnie Tyler. yeah.
Bonnie Tyler.
Bit of Bonnie
Wilfred.
Tyler?
Just call him Wilfred.
Yeah, Wilfred. That's a good name.
Wilf.
How much did they sign him for?
I'm not too sure. I think
12
it's a
million, I think.
substantial amount. Yeah.
I'm going on the basis of Football Manager because he's
Oh, 1-0.
fucking awesome. And he
Bayern
scored a
just scored.
shitload of goals last season.
I want to see
One
how
all.
much it
Frank
costs.
Ribery, apparently, he's the best player in the world at the minute. Has just scored for Bayern Munich.
Who said that?
He got voted in,
Won it.
didn't he?
He won it, didn't he? Yesterday.
Yeah. Ronaldo must
um,
be pissed the one year Messi doesn't win it. He doesn't win it again.
I don't know what Ronaldo's got to do to actually win a
don't
fucking
know.
like European.
I feel so
football.
sorry for him.
As much as I can feel sorry for a multi-millionaire footballer, yeah, I know where you're coming from. He's done well to actually not win anything lately.
It's a good strike, to be fair. Czech probably could have done a bit better, but...
Holloway sack rumours. Where's that come?
Really? Already?
I mean, at least give him a couple of months before you.
I love Holloway. I think he's quality.
I'm not a big fan.
I think
He's all right.
I think he secretly doesn't know what he's doing.
I don't
Really?
think that's a secret. I think he.
Why is Guardiola strangling Ribery? He's
Has he
actually
been trying it
strangling
on
him.
with young prostitutes
I
again.
don't know. Potentially. Norwich is a good shout as well. Norwich has strengthened very well this year.
Yeah, talk about Norwich.
Let me find him.
Leroy
Norwich.
Fur. Oh, he's done. He has
Ricky
a hell
Van
of a sign.
Wolfswinkel. as well.
Yeah, Ricky. Who else they got?
Who did they sign? They signed Redmond from Birmingham.
Did you hear about they turned down the signing to they turned down the opportunity to sign Quagliara from was it Juve?
Really?
Yeah, that's the kind of level they've reached now. Like they can turn down players like that.
I don't really rate Craig Guerrero.
I've
I
never
mean,
seen
like,
him play.
I mean Norwich.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Norwich turning down a Juve player.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting at.
I think they were talking about this on the radio the
the
other day.
same sentence.
They were saying that it's weird how like clubs like that can now attract bigger players, whereas a few years ago, they wouldn't even dream of trying to go for a player like that.
Who's that on the left in that picture? Because he seems to be sporting a chubby.
he does
Like
actually,
for
doesn't he? Yeah, it's Snodgrass.
That's Snodgrass.
To be fair,
Yeah.
all three of them used to play for Leeds, and that's Howson and Bradley Johnson as well.
What a shout!
Shorts are a bit tight in
Bradley
the
Johnson
old.
played for Northampton. He went
central
from
area.
Northampton to Leeds.
It's like that. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop staring at his penis now.
You changed the picture.
Oh really?
I'm just seeing loose, tight. Something's going on here. Two in the middle have got like loose.
Why are we
relaxed
looking at their
shorts.
cocks?
Guy on
is,
the far
is
left,
it Johnson and Russell
tight as
Martin? That's
anything.
Russell Martin, apparently. I thought it was.
I don't know what's going through his mind?
There's a Norwich City fan. Well, give us your opinion on your club and how they've strengthened. Be interesting. I don't know many.
And
Norwich
this
fans.
delay between the chat and the podcast won't make it for an awkward silence.
Yeah, I was going to say we'll just carry on looking at their
I could imagine him
penises.
just going and getting a drink and not reply. We'll sit there for half an hour.
League are judged on stars. This isn't an FM, Rud.
Huh?
You just put leagues are judged on stars.
He's talking about.
Playing
I
too
think
much
they're talking about
football.
FM. I don't know.
Really good signs, yeah. I agree. It's like I said, for a club of Norwich side, no disrespect to them, but they were only at what, last year or the year before? So
A
it's,
couple of years.
yeah, it's good to there you go. Seeing they're in League One a few years ago.
Yeah.
I remember the first game of the season when they lost it 7-1 to Colchester when Lambert was in charge, and then they appointed him the next game.
I remember that. That was
Uh,
about 4 years ago, wasn't it?
yeah.
3 years ago?
hmm And the next game, they absolutely dominated someone. Sorry, Rod. But yeah, it is quite incredible. There's a few teams that have done that though, but like in consecutive seasons. Hull did that a few years ago.
Southampton.
Southampton, Swansea, Wigan, Fulham as well. I still remember playing Wigan and Fulham.
Bradford, will be doing it soon?
I think so. Apparently they're meant to be. People are after Nike Wells for about £3 million for a League Two club. That's a lot of money.
Fucking hell.
It's a hell of a lot of money, and they are a big club at that level. They've got very good
Holloway was
facilities.
terrible at Blackpool.
Do me a favour.
Nearly kept him up with nothing.
You didn't even deserve to be in the Premier League.
He's done it again though, hasn't he?
The team you had in the Premier League was fucking League One at best.
It's true.
You somehow
You had like
almost stayed up.
Ishmael de Montignac, who's now playing for us. He's terrible for us, so he must be terrible for you. He's dog shite. I remember
He plays
I
like
think
DJ Campbell.
Who is that guy with the Gary Taylor Fletcher? Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, him.
Jesus.
Even by the name,
Played
you can
about
tell he's not meant to be in the
15
Premier League.
Part-time, faggot half-time League One player.
I remember seeing him and Charlie Adam in midfield. It looked like a Sunday League team.
Oh, Charlie Adam, whatever happened to him? Is at Stoke now, isn't he?
Yeah, that's about his level, to be honest.
He was a decent player in the shit team.
Oh yeah.
Not Black.
Definitely.
Right. Any more topics? Any more clubs you want to discuss?
Just get off Norwich, to be honest.
Yeah.
I can't be looking at this picture anymore.
Yeah.
Put me
It's-
off. You know.
I want to change topics based on how
Do you want
bored
to
of
talk
the
about
pitch
like
right-
managerial changes?
Has there been any?
There's so many.
Mourinho,
Hopefully.
Moyes.
Oh, we're going back, aren't we?
Yeah,
I thought
because
meant
we
this
haven't.
last
This is
week.
the first one.
Who's the guy at Barca? Bielsa.
Martino.
Oh yeah, I don't got a thing of him. Picture.
Something Martino.
Yeah, well, he like is he another player that's not player, but another manager that's been like in the B team.
Generally,
I thought he
don't
was in Argentina.
Was he? I don't know. How's
Could
he
be
got
wrong.
that job then? Was he mates with the old bloke, the bloke before?
So I just submitted an application, I think. Just got lucky.
Who'd have thought they'd gone for someone more well known?
I think
Gerardo Martino.
I think he's like a really, really well respected manager in Argentina.
Yeah.
But my knowledge of him is really poor, so I won't talk too much about him.
He has won
Chris on Google again.
3 Paraguayan leagues
Fucking hell.
and 1 Argentinian league. That's it.
And that warrants being the manager of
So
one of the best
how
clubs in the
the
world.
fuck?
It's all about it's about picking managers that suit the style and suit what they're looking for, because they're looking for that kind of mould of manager, regardless of his history. I mean, look at Pep Guardiola's history before he went to Barcelona. He didn't have any. I know it was his first club or whatever, and
Guardiola.
Peppy boy. Unless I've missed his early career, where he,
Oh, you know, he built his reputation in the B team. Like
Right,
the
right,
South.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they signed him.
Few
Yeah.
have done that, I think. Do you know who Villas-Boas' first job was at? Apparently. It was the British Virgin Isles. So
Yeah,
he's
I
done,
read
he's
that.
done well
Really?
to get up, yeah.
I think like Brian Robson went there as well.
Might try and apply for that.
Sure, Brian Robson was at like someone like Jordan.
Yeah. I remember Gary Johnson was at Latvia.
it's about right, isn't it?
Fat fuck.
Thailand. That's where Brian Robson went.
Oh, okay.
What about Peter Reid? Didn't he go there as well?
Yeah.
That little goblin.
He was a decent manager.
Yeah.
Well, with Sunderland back in the day.
I was saying the other day, I can't remember what channel it was on, it might have been BT Sport, a manager that did quite well with limited funding and stuff. It was David O'Leary. When he took over at Leeds.
I thought he was
God.
lucky.
Do you reckon? Because he went and did it at
I
Villa as
fucking- the
well.
amount of-
He got Villa into Europe as well.
Yeah.
And he said that people were saying how much he was spending at Leeds that took him down, but what people didn't realise was that he actually made 90 million or something from whatever it was he was doing.
Selling lemonade,
Yeah, yeah, sitting outside the club.
pouring Guinness for all the fans.
But yeah, like, and then he's just disappeared after Villa. He's literally gone nowhere now.
He could
I
have
think
died, and I wouldn't
Snodgrass
realise.
No, he's
got
not
a
done.
serious problem.
What's he done? I've not clicked the link.
Just click on that picture. I think he's got a serious problem.
What's
What's
this?
I think
Is he rocking a
chopper.
chopper?
Yeah, but look at it.
He's like smiling at the kid opposite him. That's what he looks like. That's fucked up, that picture.
That was one of the pictures that I was going to put in the background instead of the one I've got, but I thought, no, it might be a bit weird with the kids.
Little rapist smile.
Rolf
The
Snodgrass.
thing that is, it's called Dare to Dream.
Oh wow.
Well played, Norwich. Tom will tell you that, but about sums up Norwich.
Yeah, one city, two
Google.
surnames.
Is Snodgrass a pedo?
Oh,
We're outing Snodgrass as a potential sex offender.
but yeah.
Dare to babysit.
What do you make of Hull City changing their name
Quality.
Why they changed their name?
to Hull City Tigers?
And there was me thinking they couldn't become more of a laughing stock.
Well, if you could see my face, then
Yeah, I thought so. I was a bit cringing a bit. It's like
This
Cardiff
isn't the
changing their
NFL.
colour as well.
Yeah.
That's still ridiculous.
That is. It's just embarrassing, isn't it, really?
I think so. It's
I
like
can see it now in America when they watch the Premier League.
So all these foreign owners are coming over and just like, I don't know, it's like the history of the club that they're changing. Like with
The West Brom
Cardiff.
Badgers would be pretty cool, though.
I don't think have have much of a history.
Yeah, I
Well,
think that's the problem. really.
Not in the Premier League, but in the lower leagues they do, and it will mean a lot to the fans as well.
The Tigers.
Hull City Tigers.
It's pretty much the same thing with Cardiff as well. They got foreign owners come in,
That's not quite as bad, though.
changing. Well, the fans seem to thought
That
it
was. I think that was a good change, though.
Yeah, well,
They kept the
got
blue one as the
promoted.
away kit. I don't
Yeah,
know what they cried
yeah.
about.
Mm.
That's like the Welsh national colour as well. It's not like you change it to like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they apparently they were
Pink.
trying to sell more shirts and stuff in Asia because apparently red's quite a big colour over there.
That really is clutching its drawers. Hey
Yeah.
kids, do you want a Man
Yeah.
United or Liverpool shirt? No.
No, on
Cardiff.
Cardiff.
They probably conned the poor kids. Here, have
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
not secretly Cardiff? But
Yeah, this
Poor,
is the one
the poor
from
kids
for
are
next
probably
season.
making their shirts for nothing, then they're selling them on.
I reckon he's secretly selling it as toilet paper over there.
Cardiff shirt with Rooney on it.
Yeah. Oh, Tottenham just announced that they've agreed a deal for Ericsson.
Where?
Oh, they just tweeted it out. Wow.
It'd be funny if Bale doesn't go.
If Bale doesn't go,
financially,
they're
gonna be fucked.
screwed.
It's like Leeds all over again.
If they go into administration now, it'd be so funny.
Oh man.
Incredible what squad
See,
they've got there now.
this is what I mean. Earlier it was Ericsson eyeing Premier League move. Now I've just seen a fucking picture of him in Spurs.
That is ridiculous.
I don't know how that. They seem to be getting these players over quite quickly.
They do.
What is going on?
I reckon ABB is secretly Clark Kent, and he's just flying these people over under his cape.
Apparently, is it the director or something?
I'm gonna sneeze.
Levy.
Mm.
Apparently he's meant to have
Daniel
said.
Levy.
Yeah, he's meant to have said that he won't allow the Bale deal to go through until deadline day, so Arsenal can't sign any
Look at Di
Madrid
Maria.
players. Yeah,
That is pure banner. It's
that's
finest.
quality. It is unbelievable.
That
I
is brilliant.
think if I don't know, I don't want to get back onto Arsenal again, but I do think I need to sign someone before the end of the window.
Banner if Bale fails a medical and it's everything.
So, but if he breaks his toe or something between now and then.
Not even that, they just find like something really. They find out he's bone legged.
Like, dude,
and then,
dick.
And
If they do like a George Boyd at where is it? Is it Forest? Because he failed the vision test. That was
he'll
incredible.
probably fail the IQ test, Bale.
he failed the vision test.
Yeah. Like,
I thought the
apparently-
giveaway is when he turned up at Derby's training ground for medical.
Then he like signed for Hull. There's the picture of it in the chat. Christian Eriksen. But that he must have been. He's been there all day because it's the middle of the day. there.
Yeah.
That's
They're probably
incredible.
trying. He's probably been there for about a week.
That's
Yeah, that's probably
Photoshop.
that.
They've signed so many, they're just going to keep
Photoshopped.
pumping it out every other day.
Oh, their team is ridiculous.
Fuck me.
And considering
Just
the players
rubbing it in
out
Arsenal's face.
night.
Every player at Arsenal get linked with, they're going to buy and just not use. They're even going to. I reckon they're going to pop up next game and you'll see Yaya Snug on the bench for them, and you'll think, when the fuck did that happen? For Arsenal, I don't.
Quality. Oh, that is.
What's happened to the chat?
I don't know. People just posted links of Ericsson.
Mine says reconnecting.
Oh, that's just yours then.
Oh, okay.
Good luck with that. That'll probably take about an hour.
Cool, man.
You might have to clear all your cache, whatever it is, on
Nah, don't worry about it.
Google Chrome. So yeah, that's top fuck Tottenham. Wow. It's incredible the business they've done.
I still can't see him being anything other than fourth place though.
No.
Fourth or fifth.
On paper, I think they should be top two, but no, they won't.
No. I think the highest I get this year, if anything, would be third.
We probably won't see.
I ain't getting
Huddersfield.
third.
Don't you think?
Eh,
I might put
Not
a cheeky
finishing
bet-
above City or United, Chelsea out there. To be honest,
I might put a cheeky bet down.
I'll take that bet off you.
Spurs top two.
Spurs top
I'd
two.
say top three.
Yeah.
Top three is probably pushing it. But
No, I say they'll get. I think they'll get
Top
second.
two.
I don't know, man. Some Man United fans are already getting on Moyes' back. If you listen the other night, it was like they're fucking.
Yeah,
end
but
of the
they're the
world.
type of fans like me who live in like fucking Reading.
It was ridiculous. Shall I tell you something that made me laugh as well? Coming on to Chelsea here, a Chelsea fan, and I say fan quite loosely, rang up the radio station after the 1-1 draw with Man United and posed the question
Here we
to
go.
the producers: what does Frank Lampard bring to the party? It's like, so what? you being
I
serious?
guess
like,
he's not been watching the last like 15,
no, I was going to
12
say, it's
years
like,
or whatever.
their record goal scorer is like probably one of the greatest footballers that club's ever seen, and you've just asked, what does he bring to the party? You've been serious.
I'm starting to wonder what this radio phoning guy brings to the party.
It was
What phone-in was this?
Talk Sport.
Whenever,
there you go.
yeah,
Yeah.
whenever I hear radio phoning opinions, you just know they'd just be.
I love
speaking up.
them though.
I do. I love listening to him.
I
When he
think
said
they
that,
need to sack him.
Yeah.
He's lost his guy.
It's like they were
You don't know
saying-
what he's
And then
doing.
they'll ask the question, were you at the game today? Oh,
No,
no.
watch on
Oh,
telly.
shut up then.
Oh, what was the best one? Oh, the best one ever. It was a few weeks after Tottenham beat United at Old Trafford. I think Bale scored a really good goal in that game. And this guy was saying Villas Boas out, and they were saying he ain't attacking enough, they don't score enough goals. And it was just a slight pause, and the guy on the radio goes, "You've just beaten Manchester United at Old Trafford 3-2." He goes, yeah. But I'm talking about the other games, ain't I? You just think, fuck me, just.
Did you see the one a few years ago? I can't remember who it was. It might have been a Coventry fan or something. Rang in after a game where it was 0-0 with 10 minutes
it
left.
didn't finish,
He
yeah.
left early, and he rang up on the way home and said it's not good enough that we should be beating clubs like whoever they were drawn against, saying that they were just absolutely terrible. Should have beaten them by a comfortable margin. And was proper slating the manager and the team. And then the radio presenter went, I don't know if you know that you won 2-0 tonight. You scored twice in the last 10 minutes. Who
Oh,
just
did
missed
we?
that? Oh, Torres has just missed the 1-on-1.
Oh, I don't know why I'm sitting there looking at Jose Mourinho. What's it?
Yeah, why are we looking at Mourinho?
Because we went on to Chelsea. So.
No, I meant me. I should turn the football on.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose we could look at David Moyes if you want.
Not particularly.
His picture's amazing. He's so
When
about
did
it.
when did
Shorts.
Moyes stop wearing tracksuits?
Don't know, look at this, look.
I can't wait to switch
He's
screens.
moved up in the world.
He's got a suit on.
He looks like Wayne Rooney in 50
He
years.
looks like a bit like Paul Scholes.
Wayne Rooney did the exact same pose
Yeah,
when he signed.
he just looks like a pimp.
It's like
mate.
Rooney in
Someone-
40 years.
His
What's
suit's
that character out of
silver.
Lord of the Rings?
Frodo?
Nah,
Oh,
Smeagol?
Legolas?
Smeagol.
yeah, Smeagol.
My precious.
Proper strawberry little ginger hair. See the little tint at the front.
Oh dear.
Fuck me, I'm not going to rent Moyes. Fucking Ribbery's just popped up on my TV. Jesus.
Oh,
Don't worry, he's the face of football now if he won that award.
Jesus.
Oh, God. What a face it
25
is.
slits on his face. Don't worry, kids.
I think when if he
now
ever
your
moves
idol.
clubs and they start, they pose the pictures and the shirt and all that, and he should just do it from just have his arsehole out and just have his shirt next to that. I think that's much prettier.
Dear, oh dear.
Next topic.
Do you have another one? Anyone that anything that anyone wants to bring up? How about the chat if they give us topics?
That's a good idea.
Awkward silence for a minute.
Yeah, if they're not watching the football house.
Yeah, I
Does
was
anyone
gonna say.
rate David Luiz?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's quite good. I think he's probably. I don't know. It depends where he plays.
Have you seen? Do you see the Confederations Cup? He's
Yeah, he
different
was
class.
very good. I
But I
thought,
don't- I
I
don't
thought
think-
he was better going forward last year. The goal
I
he
just
scored
think he's
against
one of the
Fulham was
luckiest players
absolutely
alive.
incredible.
Luckiest.
He can't defend for shit, but
That's what I mean.
Wow,
but
he can hit
going
the ball.
Forward, yeah.
I think he. I think it's more of a mental thing with Luis. I think he's got all the tools to be an absolute. Well, he
I
can be
don't
as
think
good as
he's
he
a
wants to
very-
be,
I
but
don't think he's a very intelligent footballer.
I don't think he's all that. I think he's what's the word? He lacks the concentration. He's thinking, oh, I want to go and do
Yeah,
this.
he's
Now
like
what
a
we're going
little
to do.
kid at the park.
He is like a little kid, yeah.
He's like, right, we're losing on ball at playing centre back.
Like Gary Neville said, it's like some kid playing. It's like a little kid playing FIFA. He's just running all over the pitch and doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And Luis took offence to that. But
We could do the Champions League draw if you want to go through that.
that's already been done, isn't it? Oh, you mean talk about it?
What, we're going to do the actual draw, are we?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No.
Because
I need to Google it.
I couldn't think of anything
yeah,
more
I've just
boring to
googled it now.
watch.
But
Yeah, never found the fascination of
you
watching
would
draw.
think that you know they have like the little balls that they have the teams in, and
yeah.
they unscrew
Who,
them.
who did the draw? Was it
Michael Owen
Matt-
did one of them.
Steve McMahon.
Louis Figo did one of them. There was is it Billy McNeil?
Well,
or
Luis
something?
Figo had to come on when Owen pulled a hamstring.
Walking onto the stage. There was
Just
like
to
an
get his
old,
shoulder open one.
there was an old Celtic player that come on to do one of the draws. You would think that they'd practice it before because none of them could do it. It was
No,
ridiculous.
you would think they would know how to pick balls out of a fucking bag.
Oh, it's like it weren't even picking them out. It was unscrewing them. Like
Oh,
surely
yeah.
you can see there's the little seal that goes around. You point that up and unscrew it. It can't be that hard. I want to have a go at it just to see how hard it is, but I wouldn't think it'd be
I
that
think it
hard.
could be. I think being in front of a large audience could put a little bit more pressure on you.
Yeah, maybe.
You s-
Right, I'll go through the
Yeah, but
groups
some of these
quickly.
players are playing in front of like 80, 90,000 people.
That's not really pressure.
Not
is it?
opening balls.
No, that's true.
Put a
so,
ball in the back of the net from
If
40
they did it with their
yards.
feet, it'd be sorted in an instant, but with their hands.
so in
That's a
Group
tough
The
A,
keeper's doing it.
oh, is in. Oh no, it's not. So in Group A, you've got Bayer Leverkusen, Real Sociedad, Man United, and Shakhtar Donetsk. Group B,
United and Shakhtar for 8.
United will go third then.
yeah.
They always
Group,
do when they have
Group
these,
B, you've got Galatasaray, Real Madrid, FC Copenhagen, and Juventus.
Oh, sorry, Copenhagen.
So there goes, that's right.
Yeah. In Group C, you've got Benfica, Anderlecht, Olympiacos, and PSG.
I think, I don't know. I think, oh shit. There's going to be a surprise somewhere.
Group D, you've got Bayern Munich, CSKA Moscow, Victoria Plzen, I don't know how you pronounce that, and Manchester City.
I don't think City will go through.
I think they'll come third. I think Moscow will go through with Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
In Group E, you've got Schalke, Bucharest, Chelsea, and Basel. I think Schalke and Chelsea will go through that.
F's a toughie.
Yeah, F, you've got Marseille, Arsenal, Napoli, and Borussia Dortmund.
Ooh.
Napoli and Dortmund for me.
Yeah, I think so.
Benitez using his
Group
European
G is like the Europa League
Yeah,
champions.
Group G is
Here comes Goetze.
Austria Vienna, Porto, Atletico Madrid, and Zenit St. Petersburg.
That's a good group. I like that
The
one.
teams who can't at the Champions League but can dominate the Europa.
Yeah.
Guarantee one of those 4 teams will win the Europa League.
And pick the
I
odd one
should
out.
put a bet on that, actually.
Pick the odd
That's
one out
not
in this
bad, huh?
group. You've got AC Milan, Barcelona, Ajax, and Celtic.
I feel so sorry for Celtic.
I don't know,
Celtic,
they get
yeah,
battered.
But don't worry, they won the league like 50 times.
Yeah, obviously.
Great team.
They're
Great
one of the most
team.
decorated clubs in the whole of
It's like
Scotland.
their fans,
so-
they're so good because they keep winning the league. Well, there's no one there to challenge you for it now.
Inverness.
Oh, my point proven.
They're top of the league, aren't they?
Ooh.
They had a stunning season last season. That's what I read on Sky Sports.
Celtic. The only stunning thing is if they didn't win the fucker.
It'd be incredible. But like they said, they're
I think it'd be a massacre if they didn't win it.
Oh yeah.
There should be a handicap on Scottish football. I mean, like, to give everyone else like a 12-point head start or something, make it interesting.
I think even if Celtic were 30 points deducted, they'd still win it.
Yeah.
By 20 points. Be over by
The
Christmas.
thing that makes me laugh is when they go, "Oh, Celtic only lost one game this season. Fantastic." Yeah, they probably lost to like Aberdeen, who
Oh,
are the
no,
only
check.
team that can challenge them. And they're like,
Oh, check. What the fuck are you playing that, son?
Glad I took him out my dream team. Oh, I'm Robin. Oh, blocked. But yeah, that's the Champions League draw in a nutshell. Europa League, I've not seen.
Are we not going to pick winners then?
Can do.
Pick your finalists, pick your winner.
Um,
"Right,
Alright, just pick a winner.
we'll do both. We'll do both."
No, because we have to think about who's going to go through what group shit. I'm just going to get back.
I'll say Juve will win it.
Juve?
Yep.
The Champions League?
Yep.
Sure?
Yep.
You sound certain. I might put some money on this. Now.
100%. I think Conte is.
Do you know something I don't know? They are good at match fixing.
They'll probably win it, and then we'll find out it's match fixing.
They go through. They're the world's worst match fixers. They win every game 8-0 in the Champions League all the way through to the final.
People thought they did that when they went unbeaten in that season.
Yeah.
that's not a foul. That's shoulder to shoulder.
I think.
Ruby, you are an ugly bastard. Though.
Do you know what'd be funny? Do you know what'd be cool? I think United winning it.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Moyes
I think,
shove
think
it down
everyone
people's
will go
throats.
for Chelsea, but I don't think they'll win
Oh, I
it.
don't think Chelsea will win it.
I think Chelsea and Bayern are odds-on favourites, but I don't think neither of them will win it.
No, I don't think Bayern Munich will win it this year again.
I think it'll be a
It's
Bayern.
so hard to
Juve
retain
final.
it.
Yeah, it is hard.
I'll write that down. Bayern Juventus final.
Is there one team that's retained it, or is it no one?
I think
It's
Milan have.
Yeah.
Milan, yeah.
Surely
Madrid,
Madrid. I was going to say they must be.
done it enough times, haven't they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe back in the day, yeah.
No. I hate players that do that.
What?
Like, Torres then went over to see if the player was alright, and his teammate pushed him away. What are you doing?
Just stand on them.
I'm probably gonna go for. I don't know. I think Real Madrid this year.
What if hypothetically Bale comes in and Ronaldo leaves? I can't see
Dunno, I
Bale taking him
can't.
to a Champions League.
Where would Ronaldo go? Though?
Although,
Madrid retained it 4 years in a row.
Yeah, 4
that's
years.
disgusting. That's disgusting.
55.
You shouldn't be allowed to
50,
enter
nothing.
it after winning it 3 times, I
Uh,
I think that was it. You know, Bale did dominate so many Champions League games or European games at Tottenham, but
Mm.
I don't know. I just think if Ronaldo can't win a European Cup with Madrid, I can't see Bale doing it.
I don't
Maybe both
I
in
don't
the
think
same
Madrid
team, though.
ever play well in the Champions League, though.
No.
They get to the
They should
quarterfinals,
storm
that's it.
through groups, but they never do.
Mm.
Like a couple of seasons ago, they struggled against a Milan side who were fucking awful.
Mm.
Mm.
And like,
I quite
I
like
could see
the talent.
Galatasaray beating them.
Galatasaray, yeah.
I think
Are they
Galatasaray
Maybe
still very-
maybe at Galatasaray in Turkey,
Yeah, they got
not-
like Yilmaz,
not-
Drogba,
not-
Schneider.
not the Bernabeu.
I don't know.
I don't think they're not like what they used to be at the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Like they used to dominate, and then like a
played
few
each
seasons
other.
ago they lose to someone like Getafe.
I think
Didn't they play each other in the knockouts this year?
I think they did. Yeah.
No, that was Bayern Juve.
was it?
No, I mean...
No. Yeah, I think these two did
Oh.
meet last.
Yeah,
last
they
year.
did, and it was like 5-4.
Yeah,
It was
it's
close
yeah.
to
ridiculous, yeah.
I remember watching it in Turkey, and it was a very good game.
Because
watched it
I
in
think they only
Turkey?
beat. They
No,
beat
I didn't. Wasn't in
Galatasaray.
Turkey, but I remember watching the game in the leg that was
Remember
played in Turkey.
Oh, yeah, oh, right, sorry, I just got really confused then.
I wasn't actually there. I was
I remember
reporting.
watching the game from the sidelines, yeah. Just, right next to
Just behind the
coach.
dugout.
Yeah.
Atmosphere of shit.
Almost got stabbed.
The atmosphere for the Celtic games are going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, Madrid
Celtic
beat
fan.
Galatasaray 3-2 at home
Yeah.
and lost 3-0 away.
Mhm.
No other way around.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Topic?
Don't know. I'm just having a think. Trying to think what we've not covered that we wanted to talk about.
Syria?
Syria.
Probably for another day.
For another audience.
Trying to think if there's any clubs that we've not been through that we,
Let's get some feedback from the chat.
yeah, as to how you think it's gone, or opinions on what we've spoke about.
Are we talking complete and utter bollocks?
Oh yeah, every
If
podcast
so,
does.
who's spoken the most bollocks?
Me, bone-legged.
Only because you've spoken the most.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll stop talking.
That wasn't a hint to shut the fuck up because... Well, it was a little bit.
So I'll stop talking now. You two couldn't take it from me.
Cool. Chris, should we wrap it up then?
Yeah, why not?
You know that long delay, that awkward silence we were chatting about earlier?
No, that's right.
There it is.
We're on the verge of doing it.
It was wank, never again. No, it was good. At least one person
said-
enjoyed it.
I've
Everyone
said
else
that
didn't give a
before.
shit. What?
In different circumstances. Was that any good?
I'm
Nope.
surprised we've pulled 40 viewers in, to be honest.
I know. We've done quite well. We've
I
gone
wouldn't
for
listen to me talk for an
we've
hour.
gone for an hour and 20 minutes as well, without having any real structure. Maybe next
I
week
think
we can
90
have it.
minutes is a good length
I
for
still
this
don't know why
podcast.
people listen to me for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I was listening to one of your videos for a bit the other night, Chris.
Cheeky.
I was a bit baffled, I think, when the phone went.
Yeah,
That's
see,
something about not coming into
I
work.
just personified professionalism in my videos.
Kind of felt I was borderline eavesdropping, to be honest. I think you're overlooking Victoria Pilsen as Champions League winners, to be honest. We could well be. It's worth
If
it.
only I knew who they were.
They're in the Champions League. Don't know where they're from.
Croatia?
No.
Czech Republic.
Yeah, sounds like something like that.
Discuss the fact that Scott Brown looks like E.T.'s balls.
I'm not as familiar with ET's bollocks as you are, Sean.
Alex!
Hello,
Don't
sir.
think- Oh, Alex, we've been through Gareth Bale a lot tonight.
Now, for the last 10 minutes, we'll go to Norwegian news with your host, Alex Huvestor.
FC Start.
Start, made a great start. Get it? Tromso. Oh, not Benteke. Get him off my
Fuck off,
screen.
Alright, let me just open another tab. I'll be looking at that Wakai.
It's gone now. Can't help it. I
Cheeky.
need a better transition between screens. What are you
Stream
doing?
some FM, Jake.
There's that silence.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think.
Could just wrap it up.
Could do, because that's pretty much, that's been
Wasn't
a good
bad for the first one.
hour and 20 minutes without.
Obviously, we'll have more people, I think.
Yeah, well, Amar
'Cause
and...
we would have had Will, we would have had
yeah,
Lamar,
and
yeah.
Amar. And hopefully next time we'll have a structure as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks to everyone that came. I've enjoyed it. It's been good.
That's been alright, yeah. It's
Just
been
to sit
good.
and
Are you
chat
gonna?
boxes.
Are we putting this on YouTube?
Could try. I could. Yeah, I should be able to. I'll probably
Some
upload
rip
it
it off
tomorrow.
here, can't
You can. I'm sure you can upload it from here.
Yeah, you can actually. Yeah, I'll have a look at it after this. So yeah, thanks to everyone that came along. It's been good. Thanks to Tom and Chris for coming on.
No
you?
problem.
You're very welcome,
Been
Jake.
good. So hopefully,
We'll discuss the fee after the show.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a bit disrespectful to do it now.
yeah, hopefully we'll be back again next week with a bit more structure, a few more people. Yeah, apart from that, thanks for coming, and we'll see you then.
I bid you farewell.
Good night.